Hello Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So glad you can make it. Thank you for being here. Hope you're all doing well. Sagittarius, we're going to take a look at what's going on for you. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thanks for being here. Do like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you and it helps the channel to grow. So Sagittarius, when I was shuffling and getting into your energy to see what messages Spirit had for you to come through at this time, we're going to start with these first three cards. You got quite a few cards that came out, let's just say, first of all. So these messages can all apply completely. Only some of them comply. Okay. Some of you, there's a need to comply. Okay. There's a need to comply. You may not want to comply, but there's a need to comply. Wherever it is that there's a need to comply, that's what's necessary or needed at this time. You know what that is that you may not have wanted to comply with, that you need to comply with, or you may be dealing with something or someone where compliance is an issue. But you have love. So love is a big focus for you at this time, which makes perfect sense, Sagittarius. We're in the love month, right? Valentine's and all that good shit. And so that's where you at. You focused on love. You focused on getting refilled. You see with this, what is this, meter? This is you focusing on, your love, where your feelings are at, the feelings about what you are pouring into or being poured back into for yourself. But you're definitely focused on love, getting this replenished, getting this restored, filling it up, okay? Or being fulfilled or refilled in a love connection or emotionally. This can also be self-love. But I feel that love has been a little depleted for you. Your emotions, your feelings, or a love connection where, this meter isn't filled all the way up. But then it depends on how you look at it. Some may see this as full, and this may be, everything. And others will look at this and say, oh, no, there's more space in here for love to grow, to flourish, to be poured into this. And so it's up to you where you're at with this. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is about you, pouring it back in, having that love, receiving that love, putting love into something or into a connection, okay? Or wanting to see it replenished and refilled. I'm also seeing the number 9. So you want something to culminate here. Some of you, you may be tucked away somewhere at this time, focusing on retreating with someone that you love, or you retreated at this time with someone that you love and focused on your connection and building it. Some of you are looking to put the passion back into a connection or something that you're working on, or you're putting the passion back into it. You also have power. So I feel that this is talking about your energy. With power here, you're putting energy into something, or energy is being put into something here. And if you take a look, you see all of this orange here. So you may be focused a lot on creativity at this time and putting energy into your creative projects, creative endeavors. You also may be putting a lot of energy into a connection sexually, intimately, all right? Putting a lot of your strong emotions towards it. But there's this putting energy, reviving, because it's like a cup of coffee, a cup of tea. So it's something soothing, something that brings regeneration, power, revive, if you will. So there's something that you are looking to strengthen, or that you are strengthening, either with love or within yourself or with what you're working on. And this is you trying to, or getting more empowered or in a space of power as a result of the energy that's being put into something, or whatever is being implemented here. It is like a jolt of energy, something that revives or brings life to a situation or connection. You also have big deal. So for a lot of you Sagittarius, love is a big deal right now. If love isn't a big deal, there's something that is a big deal to you that you have a lot of passion for, and that you are putting a lot of energy into, or that you want to have more power over, or you are doing what you can to be more empowered about the situation, or whatever it is that is your focus. But something is a big deal right now. Something is, or someone is a huge focus for you at this time. Now, you had some other cards that came out. There were 5 cards that came out here, but what I want to take a look at first is the one that shows at the bottom. And you have celebration. That's a 29 breaking down to 11. So I feel that Sagittarius, many of you are at a space where you are celebrating, okay? Or you are in a celebratory mood because things are being balanced. You're making right decisions. The right things are happening. Because with the 29, for me, that breaks down to 11, which is justice. So you may be seeing things improve regarding legal matters, or matters that have legal ramifications to it, and you're seeing some improvements, or you're making those adjustments where it's putting you more in a celebratory mood because perhaps you are seeing some success or some sort of turnaround at this time where you're forging ahead. And it may be something or things that are a big deal, or things that you need to get under control, and things that are, very important to you that need to be addressed. Some of you are able to address them, or you're starting to, or something's being presented that is a big deal that you need to put your energy into, and you need to have the drive and the will, the determination to work on it and address it, or it will become a big deal. And so you want to not find yourself missing out on the ability to stay in a celebratory place or have success with it because you don't address it or deal with it before it gets out of hand. Now you have love, which is showing here again. Okay, love showing up under love. With the 51 is breaking down to the 6, which is the lovers. So again, for a lot of you Sagittarius, love is definitely at the forefront for you. Your passions, your desires, your interests, okay, your hopes, your desires, even wishes. But I also feel with love here, this is about you also needing to make balanced decisions, head over heart decisions, doing what's right, what's best. And even as it has to do with connections, there may be a focus on a significant connection or partnership. And having said that, at the opposite end, you do have partnership this here, which is a 31 breaking down to a 4. So there's a need for you to be reasonable, I feel, with partnership here. With partnership, there's a focus on unions. There's a focus on a particular connection. There's a focus on trying to get agreement where another or something else or whatever else is concerned, getting on the same page. This here is about the important decisions around your work, around career, even the future, but a focus on wanting harmony and perhaps compassion. This is you perhaps avoiding arguments at this time. This may be you considering others and vice versa. I also feel for some of you, you've had to hound someone, or someone has had to hound you. And I say that with this kind of this dog face here. All right. For some of you, this is about loyalty. You also have Change in travel. It's a 70 breaking down to a 7, which for me represents the Chariot. So I feel that this is talking about there's a need for you to have a clear focus, whether this is financially, emotionally, budgets, work, your passions, your desires, the things that you are wanting to have power over or put energy into, that there's a need for you to have a clear focus. There's a need for you to overcome obstacles. There's a need for you to take charge. There's a need for you to know when to go with the flow and know when to need to take control. There's a need to make sure that the things that are moving forward, that you're staying on course so that you can arrive to your destination. There's a need to also be mindful that some of you may be focused on travel, where you're looking to either arrive to a destination with something that you're putting energy into, or somewhere that you're looking to go, or this may be a focus on, your transportation means. You may be focused on a vehicle at this time, buying a new vehicle, fixing a vehicle right now. But this is you wanting to charge ahead in a powerful way and have victory in whatever it is that you are focused on. But this is also you having emotional stability in order to do that, getting your emotions in check and your drive, your will, and aligning it so that you can move forward in a powerful way. You also have completion, which is a 17, breaking down to an 8. So I feel that this is for a lot of you Sagittarius, you're focusing on getting things done, seeing completion with the things that you are taking up to task, bringing things to a close, looking to have success with things that you want to get done. But I feel that it's going to require strength. It requires you staying strong, determined, resilient, requires you being focused, disciplined, self-disciplined, okay? Be mindful of the force that you are exerting or the lack of force here. And I also feel that there's a need to make sure you got the information needed or have the knowledge, or that you are staying organized by keeping track of what you're doing or what needs to get done. And I feel like there's a need for strong follow-up too, Sagittarius. Because if not, if something doesn't get completed, it could end up becoming a big deal. Or something that you're wanting to complete is a big deal and a big focus for you. Okay, so what is a big deal is a big focus. For some of you, big deal right now is to do your taxes. Or to take care of something that's connected or can have an impact or effect on you legally. And this is a big deal to get completed, or it will become a big deal for you if you are able to complete it. You also have revolution. And so that's a 4. And remember, with partnership, you also have it as a 31 breaking down to a 4. Again, it feels like it's taking it back to the Emperor energy. I feel with revolution, there's a need for you to, take a courageous stand and put in the effort to organize, to build, to have control, but not to revolt in a way that ends up having ramifications for you in an adverse or negative way. With the 4 being here twice, some of which there could be authorities involved, or someone could be an authority, or there's a need for you to take authority, but there's a need to be mindful, to be reasonable, to do things right, to do things orderly and organized, so that, and to use wisdom here, to really survey what it is that you are working on or looking at or need to look at or work on, and focus on having stability with it, maintaining your foundation, staying secure, finding an approach that works and sticking with it, addressing whatever challenges and resolving them properly and doing it and going about it the right way, using discipline, and perhaps there may be a need to be conservative and take the lead with what you're doing or what needs to be done, and for you to have courage and have a sense of ambition and motivation to do so, because you want to avoid any confusion or finding yourself in a place of dependency due to failure and irresponsibility. So let's take a look at what some additional messages can come through for you at this time, Sagittarius. And there's a need to be mindful not to be over controlling, because the ability to celebrate, to enjoy is possible, or to continue to is doable as well. I feel that you're needing to make decisions, and you're focusing on trying to seize an opportunity, a new one at least, because I feel like things that exist right now for you, you are not satisfied or happy with at this time, with the way it is, or the way it's been going. And so you are now contemplating perhaps a new opportunity or a new way about doing something. I feel that you are focusing on your comfort, looking to nurture things, looking to be responsible, to take things to task and get things done. But your decisions around that is going to be important, because your decisions can either move you forward or cause you to become stuck and stagnant, or at a stalemate with someone else if another person is involved. With the Four of Pentacles, you are focused on your money, building your money, maintaining your money, not getting stuck as far as your money is concerned, feeling more secure and building upon it, and making decisions about what to do concerning your money, Sagittarius. Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to know? Some of you, there may be something you need to know about your money, and there's a need to look into that and take care of and address it before it becomes a big deal, or do things above board, or do the right thing as it has to do with your money, or your stability and your security, so that you won't become stuck, okay, or be held back. There may be a need to be mindful about what you hold back as well. You also are focused on looking forward, looking for your ships to come in, looking to see progress with the things that you've implemented or plans that you move forward with. For some of you, you're looking to balance or make adjustments. You're looking to make changes, or there's decisions that you're making in a real way about your stability and your security, or about your money and finances. And for some of you, you may feel limited and restricted or trapped in your mind about your stability and your security, about your foundation, about what you need to hold on to or let go of. You may be trying to figure out how to liberate yourself in real ways, or material ways, financial ways, or with work, or whatever it is that you may feel limited, confined, restricted in or around. And you figuring out how to liberate yourself, how to break free, or avoid becoming trapped by. I feel that you're taking precautions in how you take action, how you plan, how you view things or need to view things, your considerations about what needs to be cut out or moved forward on, or what needs to be set to the side. I feel that you are looking to be more rational and not be so quick or abrupt or irrational, because you want to have harmony. You want to be able to celebrate or continue to celebrate. You want to be able to see things work out, come together. You want support and cooperation. You want success. You want some achievement that gives you emotional satisfaction. So you're thinking about things, you're strategizing, you're focusing on being clever, cutting out the bullshit, focusing on what's the truth, or getting to the truth. Or, you may be interacting with someone else that's helping you to have clarity or get information or understanding or get to the truth of things or cut shit out or make sense of things. Spirit, clarify. Listen, clarify. Spirit, what does Sagittarius need to know? So for some of you, you do need to clarify something. There's some things you are needing to clarify, to be clear about, so that you know what it is that you're dealing with, or what is, going on in front of you, or how to proceed, or, to give you the best way possible by you being able to clarify what you may not fully understand. And also, this is you needing to be logical and make rational and smart decisions. Okay? You're focusing on your finances, and you're focusing on financial growth and your creature comforts as well. You're also focused on self-care and caring for others, Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know about, Spirit? What does Sagittarius need to know? Thank you. All right, Sag, let's get into this. I'm using the horseshoe spread. Thank you. At the bottom, the overall energy is the Page of Swords, and underneath that is the Chariot. For some of you, a Cancer individual is a focus for you. But with the Page of Swords, this is communication. This is news coming in and news going out. But in this particular Page of Swords, it looks like this Page of Swords is looking at this Chariot and trying to consider any new concepts or new considerations, or what new needs to happen with the plan, or to come up with a new plan with a way to move forward, or to overcome obstacles, or to arrive to a destination that allows a sense of victory, or to achieve the focus. Okay? So, in the recent past, you do have the Nine of Cups, Sagittarius. So in the recent past, there was some satisfaction, some happiness, maybe even some wish fulfillment around something, or there was happiness in a connection or with family. There could have also been just a little bit of overindulgence too with the Nine of Cups. At present, you do have the Magician, but in this particular Magician, I feel like this is you trying to figure out what it is you want to manifest and how you should go about manifesting it. I feel like this is you in the manifestation stage, but you processing and looking at what you have all to your disposal in terms of the elements. Like, I feel like you're checking for all the elements and your ability to utilize them, or you have all the elements and you are deciding how to make use or what to do with it to manifest what you want, to influence your circumstances. This is you focusing on being cunning and crafty at this time with the Magician. This is you figuring out how you might need to adapt or craft, or this is you tapping into your wisdom here with the focus on how to dominate. I feel like this is you being careful because you are at least aware that you don't want to be inexperienced or deal with anyone inexperienced at this time, because you want things to happen for you in a tangible way with the Magician here. So I feel this is you focused on your capability. Now also, you could be focused on an Aries or an Aquarius with this Magician energy. But you're focusing on manifesting something here. What it is you want to manifest, or something is being manifested at this time that you're looking at, or you are wanting, or you're hoping for. Now in the future, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is you working hard, okay, putting in the energy and effort. I also am picking up with this Eight of Pentacles in the future. There may be a need for you to be mindful about being prudent about what you're working on, in terms of your energy and effort that you're putting into it, making sure that what you're working on is sustainable, and that you are learning from what you're working on, or what you are working on. How much do you know? How much information and knowledge do you have about this? You may be working on and building your craft, looking to level up through your practice of something in the future. But this is working hard, okay? This may be you working on your money, working hard with work. But this is you working where you are getting things done or building things up in a tangible way. And there may be a need for you to learn more or practice more. But I just feel that there's a need for you to take your time, but stay diligent and be prudent with what you're working on. You're focusing on building and creating success, whatever this is for you. Now, your attitude here is the Page of Wands. Now, for some of you, because the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords is here, there may be a focus on a child or children. Also with the page, something can be in its new stages or beginning stages. Or you are starting something new or thinking a new way. But with the Page of Wands as your attitude here, this is you going in a new direction. This is you having this new creative spark. This is you going down a new path that may be uncharted territory, but you're going in that new direction just the same with this Page of Wands. For some of you, you just have this new inspiration here. You could be preparing. You could be focusing on getting validation in some way. Pages also bring about news and messages. But with this page, be mindful that you're not being impulsive or premature or immature in your actions or your endeavors or your creativity. This is also talking about new creativity. But there's a new path that you're looking to go down, or you have a new discovery or a new vision, or you could be investigating something, looking at the variables for what new path you want to go down or go towards with this Page of Wands and this Page of Swords here. Looking for what's true for you. Now, your concern is this Ten of Pentacles. So you're concerned, for some of you, about your money. You're concerned about your stability, security, your abundance. You're concerned about home in a real way with this Ten of Pentacles. You are concerned about maintaining, concerned about what's established or how to establish something with this Ten of Pentacles. Your challenge is the Three of Wands. And so this is the challenge of seeing progress, the challenge of, being able to have the patience to wait for your ships to come in, the challenge of seeing things work out and come together with your plans, the challenge of, with the threes, there's always someone or something involved besides you. So with this this Three of Wands, what you could be dealing with is the challenge of, dealing with others and seeing progress, or external factors influencing or affecting your progress or your ability to see your ships come in, or the challenge of being able to implement something new if needed, but seeing signs of moving forward. There may be the challenge of the ability to move forward, to get the clarity and the illumination that you need in order to ensure moving forward or ensure progress. Your likely outcome is you do have justice. And I do recall earlier in your reading, I picked up the energy of needing to balance, needing to make the right decisions, needing to do things fair, needing to make the adjustments. With justice here, you could be focused on a Libra, but this is also, you could be dealing with legal matters at this time and trying to see, things move forward or progress, or how you can have things move forward or progress, or what needs to be implemented to progress something, or to get help with something that you want to sustain or maintain or do. But with justice here, this is you focusing on having balance. This person is kind of sitting there weighing things up. So this is you weighing things up about how to work on things, about perhaps some news that comes in, or news you need to convey, or the new direction you need to go in, or what you need to discover, or what new paths could be available to you, or what the variables are. But you investigating so that you can know what your vision needs to be, what the decisions can be that make things work out for you. This is you wanting the right thing to happen. And with justice as your outcome, this is you being able to make the right decisions. But I think that there's a need to be mindful of any overindulgence or possible greed, or make the right decisions that bring you satisfaction instead of dissatisfaction, or bring balance to the things that where dissatisfaction may and can occur. But you do have as major kind of energy, the Magician and Justice here. So this energy is available to you to utilize, where you can have, and you do have all the tools to create what you want. But it's about what it is that you're manifesting, and how are you going about manifesting it. Are you operating from your from your higher self, where you are either adapting, or you being crafty and creative and using your wisdom to dominate the situation? Are you experienced or getting the right expertise? Or are you looking to be manipulative and cunning, and use deceit and dominate, and use false expertise, or sprinkle a few lies in there? It's up to you. But notice that she's wearing red, so there may be a big focus on stability and security, and I would say that to be true, being that you do have the Ten of Pentacles here as your concern. The focus on your money, your stability, your work, what you have established, your ability to maintain it, your ability to see more abundance. Okay, and to feel secure and stable while doing it, or to create more security and stability too. So let's see what some additional guidance is for you, Sagittarius. Spirit, what is the guidance for Sagittarius? It does require you to work hard. Also, pay attention to the details. There's a need to pay attention to the details. Okay? And be mindful that whatever you're building, working on, creating, that you do it well and do it right, and that you're thorough. And so that you can minimize or limit any mistakes, or recognize mistakes before it becomes a big deal. Okay? But there's something you are desiring to do, or trying to discover, or go down a new path with. And so there's a need for you to be mindful about your actions, and that you are thinking this through, and that what you need, all that needs to be considered, is being considered. And protect yourself, Sagittarius. Spirit, what guidance is there for Sagittarius with these energies? What is the guidance for Sagittarius? Also, be careful about your partying and celebrating and being social. Don't overdo it. Do things in decency and in order, and in a good balance. Can we have some guidance? Oh, thank you. You have the rattlesnake, Sagittarius. The experiences that you're presently going through are an initiation into fulfilling your purpose as a healer. Okay? So there are things that you are going through here that is requiring you to purge and to shed, perhaps about yourself and your feelings, or in your circumstances, so that you can cut away what doesn't serve you, so that you can come up with the new considerations, the new plans, the new objectives, and assert yourself in that new path or new direction, um, in a very creative way, but that also, ignites the passion in you to do so, or maintains that passion in you to do so, but within a balanced way where you're making the right decisions and the right choices here. Underneath, you do have the manatee. And with the manatee, it says, accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. Okay? So, for some of you, there's a need for you to accept where you are on the way to where you're going, or the acceptance of a situation allows for you to be able to have new paths open to you, or get a new sense of purpose or inspiration with the focus on what's the next thing to manifest, to work on crafting it and building it, to have that stability and security and abundance, to establish what you want, to see things move forward, to see that progress, see it come together, have that happiness by being just, making the adjustments, doing what's right and fair, and weighing things up, being mindful to avoid any legal ramifications that you don't want to have happen, but also for you to get the right things happen for you, whatever it is that is your focus at this time. I hope these messages help. Do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.